What up, Raffalitos? Welcome back to my channel. It's been raining in Guyana for the last several hours, like all night and into the morning. And I just wanted to show you what's happening with flooding. So there hasn't been a major flood here in Georgetown so far this season. But then again, although it's rained a lot, it hasn't rained as much as it rains when it floods. In other words, it's been raining on and off and not continuously, which is what happens. In other words, when it rains continuously, that's when we get floods. So if you get rain for 24 or 48 hours, which is quite common in rainy season, then you'd get a massive flood. If it rains for an entire week or 7, 8, 9 days straight, which it can do, and you get like major thunderstorms, then you can get floods. So it hasn't rained that much in Georgetown. Right, it hasn't rained for an entire week without stopping, but it has rained overnight and it has rained during the day. You do get, hey, don't comprende. So here we go in the national park. When it rains, during the rainy season, these entire fields could be covered with water. So all that we're looking at right now could be covered with water. So this rainy season hasn't been as bad so far yet. But there's something else we started having to contend with, and that is earthquakes. Apparently there was a 5.0 level earthquake on the Richter scale at midnight last night. I didn't feel it, I was asleep. But I woke up to the news that there was a major earthquake in Essequibo, and some people in Georgetown felt the tremors. And people are immediately attributing that to the oil and gas industry. You know, they're saying that because ExxonMobil is extracting oil 100 miles offshore, that is changing the prevalence, the tendency to have earthquakes in Guyana. That is still to be assessed, to be confirmed. That is probably not the reason. But there are tremors, more frequent tremors in Guyana that I can feel. Sometimes it feels like huge trucks driving down the road, these sand trucks and these 18-wheelers. They can have the same effect on the tremors of the earth. So that's how it feels like sometimes. So it's not clear to me that ExxonMobil is responsible for the earthquakes. Again, it's been raining here for the last 24 hours on and off, and that's how you got pools of water on the ground. And I said in the last video that the grass grows very quickly, and that's how you get tall grass and shrubs here in the park. But yeah, so there was an earthquake, and people are attributing that to ExxonMobil. I'm not sure that that is the cause. I don't know that ExxonMobil is responsible for the earthquakes or rise in earthquakes in Guyana, but it's the speculation. But the issue is that there is a trade-off, right? So there's a trade-off between development and some negative impacts. So as the country grows, the economy grows, part of the cost of extracting oil and growing the economy, the negative externalities will be things like more pressure on the sewage system because more people are living in the communities now, in the cities. More pressure on the electricity system, the power grid, and more demand for water and so on. So earthquakes or earth tremors could be caused by the oil and gas industry, or they could be caused by the natural geological changes in the earth. So, okay, so it seems as if there's some kind of a church going on here. Hey! Yeah, there's a Spanish church here. Much like the Venezuelan church meeting in the national park. Morning. It's always good when you see that. But what we're actually discovering is one of the negative externalities. One of the negative. Right, that's the Spanish church. Over here, look, we're just in time to catch the manatee. It's a rare sighting. This is the manatee pond here in the gardens. Apparently somebody's been feeding them. So you can barely see the snout of the manatee. Right, that's the manatee. Call them sea cows. It's another one. There are at least 2 of them here. Actually 3, 4. Just looking at the snouts coming up above the water to eat grass. It's a family of manatees. I see at least 4 of them. Like there's one, the flipper is out of the water. There are at least 4 of them here. That's the flipper out of the water. I think they're showing off. They probably can tell that I'm here. And they're eating grass, which is why we call them sea cows. I can see 5. Either 4 or 5 of them. Another one over there. Over there, there's another one that's 6. So one of the good things about the rain is that it fills up these ponds and refreshes the water. So at least these manatees have fresh water to live in. Now look at this. There are at least 4 of them, 5 of them, 6. I can now see at least 6 of them. It's huge. Must be at least 12 feet long. One thing is you never get to see them, so this is a treat. We get to see manatees in the manatee pond, and there are actually more of them in that direction. Right, there are a few more of them I can see.